Hello everybody, welcome to my corner of the internet, you guys. I first of all want to apologize for last week. I had posted that between our house project, that I have a feeling the guys are coming any minute, so you'll be hearing a lot of noise, and the fact that I had basically the longest week of work. Well, let's add a cherry on top, and I ended up getting sick. So I was completely out of commission last week, so I am back today. Today, I want to share with you guys some Shop My Stash instead of the store, but in a different way. As you guys can see, some of my makeup is not done. So I'm going to share with you guys the products that I'm pulling out, that I'm putting on my face, that I'm going to shop my stash instead of the store. So obviously, I always share with you guys 5 products. So those 5 products, I'm going to do my best to dupe the vibe, to get an alternative, so you guys can see how I try to not get the latest and greatest. And I'm actually very excited about this one this month. There was a lot of certain categories. Again, man, telling you, like, some people just really want to shove some things down our throat. So if you're interested, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, like I mentioned, I already did my eyes. I did most of my face prep. Sorry, I'm still a little bit nasally, but we're gonna get over that because that's how it is. So the first product I wanna share with you guys, I'm gonna post it obviously on the screen somewhere. The Chanel came out with new glow bronzing creams. So there are, I believe, 5 new shades. So you have, it's like a cream bronzer, you guys. Everyone and their mom has a cream bronzer out. So obviously this is beautiful. I love the fact that they have different shades, and they even have very light shades. But instead of me wanting that, because I know how long it takes to use up, I've seen people try to pan that one and it takes years. This one alone has taken me a good 1.5 to 2 years. So I'm gonna end up using this one right here. This is my Anastasia cream bronzer in amber. I'm trying to finish this one up before I even purchase a new one. So this is what I'm using instead. Do I like this one 100%? No, but it does work really nice for me in the summertime, and this is where I mainly use this one. I wish it was a little bit more of a neutral color so I could use it all year round, but we are trying to use what we have. Obviously, that is the whole point of this. So we are going to use this, and I like to underpaint with this because you guys can see I have my sunscreen on, so it gives me a little bit of a white cast, and this allows for my skin to get a little bit more bronzy and not look so weird because it does, like, the sunscreen does light my foundation sometimes, so I try to combat that with it. All right, so the next thing we're going to be using is interesting because this just recently came out. This is by Merit. This is the Uniform Tinted Mineral Sunscreen SPF. So this is more of like a sunscreen with a tint. I'm not somebody who seeks these things out. I always just get an SPF, a mineral SPF, and move on with my life. I don't want SPF technically to be in my foundations. Like, that's not a selling point to me personally. This one claims to be lightweight and buildable. It's mineral zinc oxide active sunscreen. It's $38. It comes in 15 shades, and it's supposed to be a natural finish. So for me personally, like I said, this isn't something I'm seeking out. If I want a skin tint or some sort of like lightweight foundation, something of that nature, I already have something that I really like, and you guys can see I've already used quite a bit of it. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer Long Wear Makeup. This one does have SPF in it, but again, I don't rely on these for the SPF. This one is beautiful because it has the double wear finish, the double wear longevity, the double wear, everything we love about double wear. It's just not heavy. So I love that. So I am in the shade 2N1. It is a squeezy tube. So I'm just going to squeeze some out. You guys can see it's runny. It's a skin tint. So this is exactly what I'm going to use instead. Why am I going to purchase that when I can actually use this one? So this is going to give me a lightweight coverage, what this new one from Merit is doing. But it's going to give me a little bit more of a longevity. It's not going to be so glowy on my face. So I feel like this is going to last a little bit longer, and you could just squeeze out and use as much as you need. I really like this one. This is one of those skin tints that I would absolutely repurchase. It's like for one of those days, like you can obviously like rub this all over your face. You don't need a brush to do this, but just for the sake of me showing it to you guys, I am. Just because I want to. You guys can see that it does give somewhat coverage, but you can still see my spots. So a skin tint's not supposed to cover everything. So this is what I'm using instead. I have heard great things about the Merit one, but I don't need another one. I'm good. I'm good. I really like this one. And this is one that I like to kind of mix in with like a liquid bronzer, something of that nature. Sometimes like to build it up on my cheeks just for this redness right here. And you can also pair these with like a powder foundation to kind of give you a little bit more coverage. If you feel like this isn't enough, just grab a powder foundation and kind of set it with it and you'll be fine. All right, so that is our second product. You guys can see it gives a nice glow, a nice tint. It's also the skincare that I have under. So I'm going to go do my concealer because I don't have anything for concealer, set my whole face, and then we're going to go back to product number 3 we are shopping our stash for. All right, now that we have set the face, done the concealer, let's move on to the third product I'm shopping my stash for. You guys, so Makeup by Mario's coming out with a Soft Sculpt Talc-Free Blurring Bronzer, you guys. How many more bronzers do we need? How many more brown powder do we need to collect on here? This is supposed to be a versatile powder bronzer that blends effortlessly with a natural warmth for blurred complexion, blah, 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 blah. All right, guys, seriously, we have so many bronzers that none of the bronzers that I have cause anything else but what I like, especially MAC. If you use these MAC bronzers, like they're all beautiful. So today, you guys, you don't need another bronzer. Don't fall for the gimmick of this. Seriously, like how much blurring do we need? We're gonna walk around with our face as a filter, with everything being blurred, between our powder being blurring, between our foundation being blurry, between our primers being blurry. Like we're going to be one of those blurry things that nobody recognizes anymore. So just use what you have. I'm going to use this Tarte bronzer in my Tarte Pro Glow palette that I'm trying to actually use up. So I'm just going to use this, you guys. I don't need my cheeks to be any more blurred because they're already blurred from my actual powder. So keep in mind, like if you already have something that's blurring, whether it's your foundation, your powder, or your primer, why do you need a blurring bronzer if it just goes here? Like you should already be blurred. There's even setting powders that blur nowadays. Like I feel like that's the new thing, is everything has to be blurring. I am saving my money for this. I'm not interested in it. I have enough brown powder to last me a decade, centuries. I'm gonna be buried with it. My kids are going to use it as dirt instead of paying for extra dirt to bury me in because I don't need it. Like that, this is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with the bronzers that you guys have. So I am not getting this one. No, thank you very much. We are set. I'm moving on. All right. So next product up is this. This is the new Benefit Glow La La Velvet Gleam Highlighters. These are supposed to be super fine powder highlighters that give you a skin light reflecting glass gleam. It's weightless, long wearing, soft blurring. Am I making myself clear, you guys? Everything that is being marketed out there in this whole entire makeup world is all about blurring. We no longer want to see our texture. We no longer want to see our wrinkles. We no longer want to see skin. We want to see just a blurred blob walking around. So these are coming out. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades. They're $38, you guys. And something that I love that I feel like doesn't show texture, it's an oldie but a goodie, it matches the majority of us, is the MAC Soft and Gentle. So this is something that comes to mind. It gives me a glass-like without showing texture, and it is stunning on the face. This I've had, look, it's the old packaging. I've had this for so long. You do not need a lot. Look at that. That is beautiful. So why do I need to spend more money on a highlighter when I already have something that's absolutely stunning? So I'm skipping out on that one. You guys don't need to either. I don't see it being so different. Like if you have any highlighters nowadays, there's really no highlighter that I can say is so bad these days. Unless you're getting something that's thick and chalky, you really don't need this one. This is okay. Like, can you see that? And I buffed this out and it is still on my cheeks and it doesn't emphasize any texture. It's so pretty. It's an oldie buddy goodie. I don't need to buy this. We are good to go. I'm going to finish off the rest of my face and we're going to come back for the last product, you guys, because the last one I feel like I am so overwhelmed with. It's ridiculous. It's a lot. All right, you guys. So I finished the rest of my face. Last but not least, you guys, I've said it from the beginning and it continues to be the case. There is a influx of non-stop lip products, you guys. I'm going to pop on the screen just this month alone the amount of lip products, specifically lip gloss, lip balms, lip glazes, lip treatments, SPF products. It doesn't matter. It is so much and so overwhelming that it is ridiculous, you guys. You do not need to buy any of these. A simple lip balm, something like this, is perfectly fine, you guys. This saved my nose from being all cracked up. If you guys would have seen the amount of times I blew my nose, but every time I blew my nose, I would put a little bit of this all around my nose, and this is why my nose is not chapped at all. This works wonders for your lips, for your face, for your whole entire body. This alone saved me a ton. But if you really want a lip gloss, just shop your stash. Get what you have. I've been using these by Too Faced. These are the Kissing Jelly Gloss. All these products are supposed to make your lips look juicy, plumpy, like light catching, reflecting, all that kind of stuff. And this does it for me. I don't need something new. I am completely content. I don't need a treatment. This is why we have overnight glosses. I use this at night and it allows my lips to not be so chapped in the morning. You guys, it works wonders. It works absolutely wonders. Something like this. All you need is a gloss. Doesn't matter. Just pick any gloss you have. Enjoy them. Savor them. You guys know I'm using glosses like crazy these days. I love to pop on a gloss, move on with my day. I don't need to be fussy with it, be precise with it. None of the glosses that I share with you guys do you really need. Absolutely not. Shop your stash for any gloss you have. Any lip oils. I'm sure you have a bunch of lip oils as well because that's been the craze lately. I myself have lip oils. So anything like this or a lip oil, just pull it out and enjoy it. You don't need any of these new ones that they have coming out. All right, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this version of Shop My Stash instead of the stores. I really had fun actually pulling products out for you guys, but not only sharing them with you guys, but actually putting them on my face so you guys can see exactly what it is and how I would use them. I'm content with this. I love the skin tint. Look how beautiful that skin tint looks like. It's just really nice and glowy. We have the glow coming on, that glass glow coming on from the highlighter. The bronzer looks really nice and it doesn't look like it's overwhelming. My lip gloss, like you guys, you don't need any of these new stuff. If you want to treat yourself, go ahead. Anything you like that I shared in this video that you want to get, don't let me deter you from getting them. Just shop very savvy and wisely because we have so much already and nothing really is that unique these days. Every month I'm seeing new things and I'm just like, wow, I have something similar. I have something in my collection that came out a few years ago that is exactly the same. Everything recycles, just like fashion, just like trends, just like designing stuff. All right, guys, that's all that I have. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, being patient with me. I will catch you guys on the video on the screen. Until then, I'm out.